Mandrill, the beauty of the jungle. Many of you think of Rafiki from The Lion King when you look at this picture, and for all the right reasons too. This monkey is the biggest of his species, with a short tail, prominent brow ridges, and small sunken eyes. But despite its colorful looks that could deceive, this monkey is anything but a playful bundle of joy. In this video, we're going to be looking at mandrills, the most colorful monkeys on planet Earth. Mandrills are quite a fancy species, and we can definitely say that they're the pop queen among the monkeys. Although many confuse them with baboons, the bright coloration is what separates them from everyone else. It's like they're screaming, "You're out of my league, Guan," to every other monkey out there, makes you wonder whether they are bullies in real life as well. The impressive characteristics are their crest, mane and beard, but again, the thick ridges along the nose, which are purple and blue, as well as the red lips and nose, combined with the golden beard, it's like they were made in the Garden of Eden. And these colors do not serve solely to show off. The brighter they are, the more attractiveness they draw. This applies to the male mandrills, as the females find the brightest babes to be the most attractive ones. What is more interesting is the fact that this specter of colors show up in their rear end as they follow each other in thick forests. The adult females are separated from the male ones by the brightness of the colors. They are duller and have longer muzzles. And size does matter in their species. The females are almost half the size of the adult males. Speaking of size, let's crunch those numbers. The females weigh about 22 inches, while the males are measured at 32 inches. Regarding the weight, the males are more than doubling the stat sheet, 55 pounds, compared to the 25-pound average of a female mandrill. The female length of the tail is around 2 to 3 inches, and although males have longer tails than them, the precise average is not exactly known. I did mention that people often confuse mandrills with baboons, right? But the mandrill is never beating the allegations when it comes to this comparison. The scientists refer to them as the forest baboons. Let's hop on their environmental habits. Mandrills live in the rainforests of equatorial Africa, and with their long arms they can travel long distances on the ground. An interesting fact is that not only do they sleep on trees, but they choose a different one each night. Quite a picky species, which would be a natural guess considering their looks. Their ability to climb trees is immaculate, and they often use it to escape predators, leopards, snakes, and crown-hawked eagles, to be more precise. We're talking about a very equipped monkey here. It's like they're the SWAT edition of a monkey. They do have a carry-out container built in their cheeks, pouches inside their mouth that they can stuff full of food to eat at a later time. It's a real-life place to put leftovers from your lunch or dinner. Male mandrills are known to spend most of their time on the ground, foraging for seeds, fruits, nuts, and small animals. The females, as well as the youngsters, are usually found on trees, not only seeking food, but also staying safe from the predators I just mentioned in the video. Mandrills live in small social units, which is very interesting for this species, but a more interesting fact is that they join up with other small groups to form larger communities called hordes. One of the largest groups documented numbered over 1,200 mandrills. This keeps them safer from predators, and the communication between them goes through screaming while they forage and travel. Male mandrills do not reach full adult maturity until they're about 9 years old, which is a very challenging time in their life. They're given a very difficult challenge: find their own food and work their way up the ranks. Of course, the mating process approaches, and you have to boast those colors in order to attract the attention of the females. A direct connection has been found between the level of their testosterone and the brightness of the colors, which is quite an alpha way to prove your dominance over the rest of the crowd. The females are the ones who have the final say when it comes to breeding or socializing, but again, the most colorful and social males usually have the advantage. Once a male loses the status, the testosterone levels drop, and so does the brightness of the colors. It's just like a sad ending of a tale. Female mandrills give birth to one baby, and that's quite different compared to how they look once they reach adulthood. The infant is born with a dark fur coat, a pinkish face, white hair on their arms and legs, and open eyes. Clinging onto its mother's belly is immediate, and at 2 months of age, they finally get rid of the baby hair and grow their adult coat. Another interesting fact is that the baby doesn't lose the connection with its mother until another baby is born, which is a perfect way of how all things should work out in nature. The communication process that I mentioned earlier in this video is something very fascinating about these monkeys. Apart from the body language and the vocalization, they use scent marks as well. Sometimes they can be seen shaking their head and grinning to show the enormous canine teeth, which can grow over 2 inches. While it does look like it wants to kill you when it makes this gesture, it's actually considered a friendly move among the mandrill community. When it's summoned, it's usually followed by a series of rapid, deep grunts to start their day, as if they want to tell the entire world that they have woken up and decided to choose violence. When a mandrill is upset, it can be seen beating the ground with fierce energy. It is all but a slight gesture, because as we talked about earlier in this video, this is a strong and muscular being with powerful limbs. All in all, despite the unique characteristics, this is a species that is listed as vulnerable, and a lot of conservation organizations are working to protect their habitat from illegal logging and the growing commercial bushmeat trade. With the increase of the human population, the natural habitat of the mandrills is lost due to logging and clearing off forests for agricultural use. So what do you think about mandrills? Let us know in the comments below, and if you like this video and want to watch more similar content, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more.